Hello from HW Group. In this video, we will look at the possibilities for connecting HW Group devices to Perseus as meters. We will show you examples using the STE2 Plus and Poseidon2, and we will demonstrate how to add variables from these devices to HWG Cloud. We will walk through two practical examples, adding an STE2 Plus from your local network and connecting a remote Poseidon2 demo device. Finally, we will show you how to centralize everything in the HWG Cloud portal for complete control in one place. Let's start by adding an STE2 Plus with a connected one-wire temperature sensor to Perseus. Both devices are on the same LAN. First, go to the Perseus web interface, navigate to the Monitoring tab and then Meters tab. In the top menu, select the HTTP XML type and then click Scan button and then Scan Meters button. The Perseus will now scan the local network for HW Group devices. We can see that it has successfully discovered the STE2 device. We check the box next to it and save it. Now let's scan for the variables available from the STE2. We can see that our temperature sensor has been discovered. We check its box and click the Save button to add this meter and its variable. Now, on the left, we have the web interface of the STE2 Plus, and on the right, the main dashboard of the Perseus. As you can see, the temperature measured by the STE2 Plus exactly matches the temperature now being displayed in Perseus. Now let's add another device. We will add Poseidon2. This particular unit isn't on our local network, but is available as a demo on the HW Group website. On the web, hwgroup.com, go to section Products and then section Devices. Scroll down for finding Poseidon2 device. Click on the device and in the right menu section of the web page, click the demo link. As the demo page loads, copy the full address from your browser's address bar. We will use this later in the configuration. Now, go to the Perseus web interface. Navigate to the Monitoring tab and then the Meters section. In the top menu, select the HTTP XML type and click the Add button to create a new meter. We need to fill in all the fields. First, give this meter a name for easy recognition. The most important parameter is the device URL. This is the address we copied. But we must delete the slash and everything that follows it, leaving only the base URL. For reference, if you were adding a device on your local network, the URL would simply be its IP address and port. For the path name, we select the location where the XML values are stored. For the Poseidon2, this is the setup.xml file, which will be filled up by clicking the Other button. If the device had active authorization, we would need to fill in those fields, but this demo Poseidon does not have any authorization enabled. So now let's click Save to create the new meter. Now scroll down to the section Variables and select Scan Variables. All available variables will be listed. We can now select the ones we want to add to Perseus. Let's select Relay to and the temperature sensor. Click Import to confirm our variables. Here we have the Poseidon2 demo page open on the left and the main dashboard of the Perseus on the right. The temperature measured by the Poseidon2 is now the same as the temperature displayed in Perseus. We can also test the control. Let's try switching an output from the Perseus web interface. As you can see, the change happens almost instantly in the Poseidon interface as well. Now we will add all the variables from our HTTP XML meters to the HWG Cloud portal. In the Perseus web interface, go to the Services tab, then the Portal section. Our device is already added to the HWG Cloud portal, but we need to enable data pushing for the newly added sensors. Scroll down to the list of all variables. Find the variables you want to send to the portal, and then check the Push Enable box for each one. Then click Save and Manual Push for portal update. Next, let's open the HWG Cloud to verify that the sensors have been added correctly and all are visible. In the Devices section, select your Perseus device. You should now see all the enabled sensors in this overview, also as well as the relay. Furthermore, just as we did it in the Perseus web interface, we can also switch the relay of our Poseidon device directly from the portal. Scroll down for Output section. If we click to switch the output in the portal, we can see that the change is executed almost immediately on the device. This demonstrates the key benefit of using HTTP XML meters. It enables the centralization of monitoring and control for all your devices in one single convenient place. First, let's talk about the difference between the MetersAPI and the OpenAPI. The MetersAPI is for input. It provides simple raw values that are fed into the Perseus device. Perseus can then perform analysis on these values. You can connect various devices as meters to Perseus, including HW group devices or generally any device using Modbus RTU TCP, SNMP or MQTT protocol. The OpenAPI is the other side, it's for output. This is where Perseus offers its measured and processed values for use by other systems, like HW group applications or third-party software. It allows for easy integration with your higher-level systems such as SCADA. Multiple protocols are supported, including SNMP, XML, HTTP, Modbus TCP, and MQTT. Finally, the SenseDesk portal has its own API, which you can use to connect your Perseus device to HWG Monitor app. HTTP XML is one of the many supported meters types that can be connected to the Perseus. Via the Meters API, you can connect other HW group devices to Perseus, provided they are on the same network. This meter type is supported by the entire range of Perseus devices. Connecting HW group device to a single platform centralize all your local sensors data in one place within Perseus. Furthermore, all devices connected to Perseus can be listed in your portal account under the Perseus device. By connecting a device as a meter to Perseus, you gain the ability to apply all of Perseus' powerful functionalities to the variables from that device. You can use the system of condition and actions, the scheduler, or utilize these variables in Lua scripts. This allows you to significantly improve and extend the functionality of your other HW group devices. That's all for today's video. Thank you for your attention.